Bybit's getting bailed out, but it sure as hell ain't helping out the price. XRP's raced almost all of the year's gains with expectations that it's going to get worse. Dry powder to buy the dip. Leverage MSTR ETFs in big trouble. The bubble is about to...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
When there's blood in the streets, you buy. That's if you've got the dry powder to do so. And based on your comments, a lot of you are getting ready to buy the dip. Before we get in the news, sharing your comments. Random times of the day, I pick them. Stone Cold says, price drop. No panic here for me. Question, why are market makers forcing investors to sell or hitting stops? The more aggressive they are, the closer we are. They are grabbing as much stock as they can before it rallies. Been here before, seen it, capitalized from it. Happy days, topping up as much as I can. I hope this goes below $2. Dips are for buying, not for crying. Don't get played. Well done, Stone Cold. Love it because a lot of you out there are getting ready to buy the dip. And guess what? They're pushing retail out, but it's also institutional money that's leaving. Doc Bond says they're selling off because of uncertainty or remain for quite some time. Talking about the institutional investors. Yeah, and by the way, VC money is pulling out as well. And I'm not talking about the Viet Cong. I'm talking about venture capitalists. Get with the know. And by the way, happy hump day, everyone. Hats off to y'all. Hope you get some tonight. Tyrone Shadsley says, I'm in dry powder to buy the blood era. Well done, because I think a lot of you out there know that when things are on sale that you believe in, you buy. Things that you need to accumulate more of, you get a little bit of that too. Comment down below what you're going to be buying if we have a massive crash. Bitcoin sitting at 84,132. This is not good, everyone. ETH at 2326, XRP at 220. Litecoin, one of the few deep in the green because they got ETF action. Sold deep in the red at 134. XLM 28.6. Doge clinging on to 20 cents at 20.2 with HBAR hanging out at 19.3. Whoa, more news regarding a bubble that might be popping. Master, MicroStrategy Link Leverage ETFs show significant underperformance. So now you're talking about leverage ETFs, right, that are into the whole MicroStrategy thing, not MicroCity. Oh, can you tell I've been into gaming recently? The T-Rex 2X long MicroStrategy Daily Target ETF has experienced a deep decline, falling approximately 81% since its peak on November 20th. This ETF, designed to provide leveraged exposure to strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy, has lost an alarming 40% of its value within the last 3 trading sessions alone. This is messed up. And again, if BTC falls, what happens? The whole ecosystem goes with it. And I'm not talking about like the alts in quotes. I'm talking about the miners don't make money, so they have to sell BTC as soon as they get it. We also see that the people out there that use BTC as strategic reserves, well, guess what? They're now more in the red. What about all the people that use BTC for capital? Well, they're going to have to pony up more, especially if they put in when it was above 100,000. So this is not good. And this ETF is losing tons of money and taking people with it. Listen to this scary stat. The recent sell-off corresponds with a 20% drop in underlying shares of MicroStrategy during the same period. Whoa, so you think BTC being down 4% is a big deal? Think about this ETF down 81% since November. FTX bankruptcy nears $1 billion in cost, ranking one of the most expensive in history. Yeah, so who makes money in all this? Not just the exchanges, but the lawyers. Girlfriend, court records show that nearly $948 million has been paid to legal and financial firms working on the case. Holy shit. Now, there's something cool, though, that's coming out of this. Listen to this stat. Despite the hefty costs, most customers are expected to recover 118% of their claims because the market has overall gone up. But it's still way low compared to what it's really worth right now. So again, who's making the money? The exchanges and the lawyers. The high fees stem from efforts to recover billions of dollars in assets spread across a complex web of accounts. And remember, inside job action with FTX? All right, let's talk about Bybit getting some bailout action. Marana Ventures becomes Bybit's largest contributor with $600 million Ethereum deposit. Okay, let's learn. According to the blockchain analytics firm Arkham, Miranda Ventures has deposited $600 million worth of ETH to Bybit over the past 3 days, making it the largest depositor since the hack. Miranda Ventures appears to have acquired ETH by selling, and again, this is kind of where the pressure starts coming from. Listen to this. Miranda Ventures appears to have acquired this ETH by selling $500 million worth of BTC and 100 million of USDT. Holy crap. So again, players are selling in order to bolster up the Ethereum market. We're just taking money from one hand here and putting it over here, playing a little bit of crypto hot potato action. So if you wonder why BTC isn't even under more pressure, well, guess what? Players need money, so they sell their BTC. Marana Ventures is an early-stage global investment fund investing in crypto companies strategically relevant to Bybit and its affiliate BitDAO. So they had to give up their BTC bags to buy the ETH. Bitcoin was priced on promises. Trump must deliver. How many of you feel that the current administration has been a complete mess when it comes to crypto? Essentially what this article is saying is that the market went overhyped on the news of the Trump election, and now they got to follow through with it. Melker identifies several factors behind the recent crypto sell-off, including excessive enthusiasm for a Trump administration rally. We saw that as soon as Trump won the election, all cryptos just went straight on up. We've just had some short-term catalysts for the downside that I think will be relatively quickly absorbed, and then we could get back into the bull market. Okay, I kind of like that. And this is coming from Scott Melker, okay? Melker observes that despite the Trump's administration's inclusion of numerous pro-crypto officials, everything the Trump campaign was doing was priced in his promises. Now you need to see Trump and his team deliver on them. There are really high expectations. Volatility is the price of admission for exponential gains in Bitcoin. And that's what this whole crypto market is about. High risk, high reward. You don't want high risk for shit reward. That would be horrible. And by the way, if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. I'm almost there to 40,000 subs by the end of February. I need about 190 more to go. Okay, so you got that. You got this as well. The 19th of March is the next FOMC meeting, right? The Fed. 95.5% chance that they're going to pause. Listen to this. Now, in the May contract, 75% chance that they're going to pause. In June, about a 30% chance that they're going to pause. So realistically, we're looking at our first cut June. Now, if CPI data stays nasty high, it's going to push this back from the June contract all the way to the July contract. We're going to keep our eyes open because CPI data comes out in a couple weeks. Crypto market overall. Oh, man, another downward push from BTC. We've talked about the miners selling. We've talked about leverage ETF players connected to BTC MicroStrategy getting washed. We've also talked about people selling BTC in order to buy ETH. Institutional money has totally flowed out right now. The biggest single day loss of money in terms of the ETFs for BTC was yesterday. Almost $1 billion left the market in one frickin' day. Market cap way, way down, girlfriend. We're talking even lower than Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Now, compared to the year, we're still doing juicy. And you see this move right here? This is the Trump effect. But if we don't start getting that follow through soon, you're going to have a whole bunch of players out there panic and keep selling on the way down. But are you dry powder ready? And what are you going to be dry powder ready for? XRP is currently sitting at 220 right now, but look at this. Year to date, one of the few in the green, up 6%. Litecoin, one of the other ones, and that's it out of the top 20. Only two cryptos right now in the top 20 year to date are in the green. XRP and Litecoin. That is not good for the entire market. Now, obviously, for Litecoin, we know what the deal is. It's the ETF. XRP, there's optimism with the case, but boy, this optimism better come sooner. Let's zoom in a little bit to see XRP and start talking about this sub $2 dipperoni. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. And you know what? We're going to have to go to the candlesticks in this because we want to see some low candlesticks. All right, so we've got one-day candlesticks up on the screen. On Sunday, Bloody Sunday, we got to a low of 177. So we know sure as hell that we could breach that $2 mark. Now, we just had a really bad candlestick yesterday. We got to a low of 206. We rebounded a little bit, but this candlestick right here isn't that strong at all. So sub $2 is definitely on the table. We get some bad CPI data. Oh, guarantee you that can push that down. We get more bad news when it comes to tariffs and trade wars. Definitely can start putting us down. If all of a sudden any of the Fed presidents any of them, all right, say anything about raising rates, the market will shit itself. Granted, the market's reflecting to near-term news right now, not based on the optimism we've seen since the whole Trump administration. We need to start seeing the follow-through. So, sub $2 XRP, easily within the cards, because we saw on the Sunday Bloody Sunday move, we went to a low of 177. And who was the biggest buyer of the dip? I shared it with you if you've been following this channel. Oh, there's news nuggets all over the place. It was the Korean market. Upbit with their Korean won pairing with XRP. So you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be following them and seeing what their buying volume looks like when the market starts moving. And here's Upbit right now. You're seeing they're at 765 million, the second biggest volume pair for XRP, with the first one being by Binance. Paying a small premium right now of 225 for XRP. So this is the one right here that I'm going to be paying attention to. XRP and the Korean won charts. In terms of alerts and targets, well, honestly, I want to see $2.01, right? Because I want to see what happens as we go below that, if that happens. And on the upside, I'm not getting excited until we at least hit 235. But right now, the volume is at 7 billion, which means exchanges are making money. FTX holders are getting money, but not as much as they were to stay in the market. Things that are leveraged are getting washed. The Fed is going to pause for longer. Let's hope they don't raise rates. Only 2 cryptos out of the top 20 year-to-date are in the green. That's Litecoin and XRP. We're shredding market cap like you can't believe. And short-term, it doesn't look like we got much good news to bail us out. Definitely a giant poop sandwich. But then again, you don't have to eat the poop sandwich if you've got reserves. And by reserves, I'm talking about dry powder. Then you could buy the steak when it's on sale and celebrate as the steak becomes worth more. Yeah, not the best analogy, but you know what I'm talking about. And I think that's the theme right now. The veterans out there that have been watching know that there's attempt after attempt to shake out the market. Market makers do their thing, exchanges do their shady thing, and of course they're making money trying to push retail out. But the big problem is, it's the institutional money that's been leaving. Yeah, institutional money has been flowing out of crypto at a nasty, nasty rate. Which is what? Lowering investor confidence when it comes to the retail market. That's why I'm going to be watching the Upbit pairing. They were the ones that timed that bottom perfectly and were buying like crazy and brought the price of XRP back up on that rally. So I'm going to keep my eyes on them so that you don't have to worry about it and worry about all this news out there. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out. If you like what you saw, well, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Maybe I'll share it at the beginning of the next video. But it's got to be naughty or relevant. Spicy too. Maybe all 3. Just throwing it out there. Now, terms of crypto pricing, I'm near term not excited, okay, in terms of price. Now, near term buying opportunities, hey, that's exciting. We already talked about that. But near term in terms of bullish price, oh, man. We've got a lot of great news down in the pipe, but we got to get to it. And I think that's the problem right now, is a lot of investors out there are looking at the macros and they're saying, yo, those macros are strong and they're ugly. We got to get through them to get to the good stuff with regs, to get to the good stuff with the SEC case, to get to the good stuff with the SEC commissioner being confirmed. We got to get through the poop sandwiches first. But the problem is you keep seeing the market makers and exchanges trying to shake people out. And it's shaking a ton of people out. I read the comments where some of you out there are saying, yo, bro, I'm done with this. I'm not going to wait any longer. This is absolutely nuts. So it's obviously working. Now, if you believe in it, you just got to have your dry powder ready. If you can't take the heat, well, then you know what to do. My job is to bring you the news, good or bad, happy or sad, though, so that you can make the best decision. Got a few days left to the end of the month. I'm trying to hit 40,000, so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and of course, what? Choo-choo, bitches.